Yes, guys, we are so back. Biggest Merge Tactics update ever is dropping on November 24th. I am so hyped. Big ups to Merge Tactics and for Supercell for listening to the community, for bringing some things we really, really want to see. And I think they're reviving the game and taking it much further with this. Seeing this huge update come to the game is awesome for me. It's awesome for the game, and I'm really excited to get into it. I glanced through the notes that I saw in Royale API. I haven't actually read the ones in game yet. So today we're going to read through these entire set of notes from top to bottom and just get an idea of everything new that's coming. There's some really cool stuff. Release notes on November 20th. Merge Tactics update December 2025. New month, new Merge Tactics. Along with the update on November 24th, bringing level 16 and other things that most people aren't excited about. I'm honestly kind of looking forward to it, but if you hate level 16, this is what you want to play, and I'll make another video all about that. But rule over your opponents this holiday season with Battle Machine, building modifiers, and 3 tough new troops, while 6 others rotate out for now. This is amazing. They are removing more troops than they're adding. If y'all remember, they removed Bomber, but they added 7 new troops that took the pool from 20 to 26. Now they're removing 6 and only adding 3, taking the pool from 26 to 23. Going to be very, very good for Spirit Empress, and I think just brings the game to a much more balanced spot where there's not so many troops just clogging the pool. It is I'm very happy that they're changing that. Also, new traits, skins, and features to try out. Let's get this snow on the road. Ha ha ha. Battle Machine. Ability, Building Master. Brings 1 random 1, 2, 3, 4-star building into battle in rounds 1, 3, 5, and 8, and it lowers your maximum team size. This is going to be so interesting. I don't know how good it's going to be. I guess we'll have to see how good the buildings actually are in the game, but it just gives you a whole new way to play, which I have been saying has been, long brought a new way to play. And the new way to play was way too powerful. And so obviously we want to make sure that the new additions are balanced, but it just gives you more variety in how you play the game mode. And if they can really fine tune each ruler to where they're like neck and neck as far as how good they are, Merge Tactics is going to take off just because of the variety you can get with the playstyle that you have with your ruler. So I really, really like this. Master Builder has sailed his proudest invention across the sea to Clash Royale's Merge Tactics arena. You know what I just realized? I can't believe that Clash Royale Merge Tactics got new content for the Builder base before the Builder base did in Clash of Clans. That's hilarious. Okay, anyways. Skins. Collect Battle Machine cards on Star Steel Road to unlock 2 free skins and 1 ruler confetti available on his level up reward track. Zebrawood Machine, Scheme Machine, Blazing Bombshell. Forge Machine will be available for purchase in the Merge Tactics shop. I will be buying that. Purchasing this skin also unlocks Battle Machine if you haven't already unlocked him through Star Steel Road. Royale King is also getting ready for the holiday season. Santa King will be able to be available to purchase with gems. We'll see if I buy that. I don't know how important gems are going to be as far as leveling up cards to level 16, so we'll see. New troops. As some may say, new is always better. In Merge Tactics, yes, new is always better. Welcome these new troops to the Merge Tactics arena. 2 Elixir troops. Mini P.E.K.K.A., which is a P.E.K.K.A. and a Brutalist, a lightly armored heavy hitter with a soft spot for pancakes. Royal Giant is a giant and a ranger. A slow tanky ranger whose crown is heavier than his cannon. I don't know why he's a 2 Elixir card, but who cares. Monk is a 5 Elixir troop. Ace and Superstar creates a shield that deflects damage onto the offender and heals Monk for a few seconds every few hits. This is going to be awesome. Ace and healing go very well together. Troop changes. Out with the old and in with the new. The following troops have given it their all and will be taking a well-deserved career break. Archer, Bomber. Oh! So they're counting Bomber as another one who's rotating out, so I might have lied to you. They might be only removing 5 and bringing in 3. So the troop pool will go to 24 and not 26, or not 23. I'm glad that we noticed that. Archer, Bomber, Knight, Baby Dragon, Electro Wizard, Giant Skeleton. Electro Wizard, not very good. Very, very hit or miss. Giant Skeleton, again, not consistently good. You need his bomb to hit exactly who you want. Baby Dragon is very consistently good, and so I'm glad that he's getting removed. Knight, pretty even keel. Archer, you know what you're getting with Archer, but I'm fine with all these removing. Let's mix it up, shake it up, make the game more interesting to play. I'm all for this. Archer Queen is losing her Avenger trait and going to Ranger. Very interesting. Electro Giant is losing the electric trait, going to Giant, and Avenger, losing the Avenger trait and going to Superstar. So I'm interested to see what they do for this. Not going to Brawler like I kept bringing up, but again, all the traits changed completely, so it's just a whole new thing here. Goblin Machine changed from Juggernaut to Brutalist. Musketeer changed from Blaster to Superstar. And by the way, for the ones that aren't being mentioned, they're still keeping that trait. So Archer Queen's still keeping Clan. Goblin Machine is still keeping Goblin. Musketeer is still keeping Noble. P.E.K.K.A. is changing from Ace to P.E.K.K.A. as a trait. And Avenger is changing to Brawler, which will be interesting. P.E.K.K.A.'s kind of hit everything. Princess is from Ranger to Blaster. Skeleton King is from Juggernaut to Brutalist. Valkyrie is from Juggernaut to Brutalist. Witch is from Avenger to Superstar. Wizard is going to Clan and Blaster and leaving Fire and Mage, which is hilarious. And then check out new trait details below. So, and I believe that the Juggernaut trait is getting removed because Knight is getting removed from the game, and that's no longer. And that's a Juggernaut that's being removed. And then Goblin Machine, Valkyrie, and Skeleton King are all changing to Brutalist. So I think Brutalist is just the new Juggernaut. So Juggernaut's getting removed from the game, which is awesome. And I hope they bring a new trait style to Brutalist. So let's see. New traits. Time to learn a whole new set of skills. Okay, I'm ready. Giant, Royal Giant, and Electro Giant. Giants take less damage due to their unusual size, of course. This is cool. 2 troops, minus 40% damage taken. That's pretty cool, pretty consistent. You know what you're getting with Giants. I like this. P.E.K.K.A. trait with the butterfly. That's funny. Mini P.E.K.K.A. and P.E.K.K.A. This trait allows its troops to do extra damage, and after taking down a troop, they'll magically heal. So, Evo P.E.K.K.A. basically is what this is. Plus 30% damage, heals 30% of max HP. I'm predicting it right now. P.E.K.K.A. is going to be broken. A lot of damage onto, P.E.K.K.A. is a very high DPS troop, as is Mini P.E.K.K.A., I'm assuming, and the healing is just going to be crazy. So P.E.K.K.A. is keeping the Ace trait. You're going to get some Ace with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and with the Monk. It's going to be, I think it's going to be very, very strong. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. I guess, wait, Ace, Monk is an Ace, so you can even throw another card in there. What was Monk's other trait? Monk is getting Superstar, so you can throw in something like the E-Giant, or yeah, there's just going to be a lot of new stuff we got to figure out, and I'm excited for it. Brutalist, Mini P.E.K.K.A., Valkyrie, Goblin Machine, Skeleton King. Brutalist gain bonus hit speed, marking enemies with each hit. Enemies targets lose HP after 4 marks. This is really interesting. So let's try to explain this. With 2 troops, you get plus 30% hit speed on your Brutalists. As soon as they hit somebody, they're going to put a mark on an enemy. Once an enemy gets 4 marks, so that means once your Brutalists get 4 hits and each of those hits randomly mark the enemy, they're going to lose marking all enemies. So Brutalists gain plus 30% bonus hit speed, and after 4 hits, all enemy targets are going to lose 20% max HP for 2 troops. For 4 troops, Brutalists get 60% hit speed, and all enemy targets lose 40% HP after 4 Brutalist hits. That makes more sense. So, what that means is that they're going to be more efficient in attacking, and then there's going to be a big wave of damage that comes after all your Brutalists combined get 4 hits. Completely different from Juggernaut. So it's going to be removing that, protection-based synergy and adding in a DPS-based synergy. I guess a hit speed synergy and the percentage-based damage. Going to be very interesting. We're going to have to relearn how to use Juggernauts. They're not going to be a frontline troop. Well, they're still going to be frontline because you need to get hits. But just removing that extra shield and stuff and messing with the CC abilities, I think that's going to be very helpful for the game going forward to remove that. Superstar, Musketeer, Electro Giant, Witch, and Monk. Combat start. Superstar's ability bar is partially filled. 50% chance to recast after casting their ability. So, this is not my favorite addition. I saw this one. It's an RNG based ability here. So what they could do is every other ability they recast, and maybe that's actually the way it works. I would much rather it be that than a 50% chance, because you may have one round where, Musketeer gets her ability off 4 times in a row and then doubles it, recasts. So it's hit, stun, 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 stun. It gets 8 abilities off. And then you have another one where your Monk does the ability 4 times and it doesn't re-hit 4 times. It doesn't re-hit any of those 4 times. So I hope it's not that. I hope that they've actually coded it to be every other. That'd be very helpful. Maybe they will change it to that. I'm not sure. But for 2 troops, the ability bar is going to be 1/3 of the way filled. And for 4 troops, it's going to be 2/3 of the way filled. Going to be awesome for Musketeer. You get a stun very early. Electro Giant, you're going to get a stun on all the troops attacking Electro Giant early, which you're going to start spawning skeletons. Monk, you're going to be able to reflect. A lot of good stuff here. I really like the Superstar trait as a concept. I just wish it was not RNG based, and I hope that it doesn't. I hope that either they'll change it before it actually comes to the game, or that it's actually already programmed to be that way, to be every other recast. So we'll see about that. The following traits will temporarily rotate out: Avenger, Electric, Fire, Juggernaut, Mage. Avenger, don't care. Electric, don't really care. Fire was pretty good. Juggernaut, glad that's gone. And Mage is, it is what it is. New modifiers. Merge Tactics has been building up the courage to announce a new type of modifier. Buildings. Building modifiers add a building to your bench for you to then deploy on the battlefield. However, unlike other Merge Tactics troops, buildings can no longer move once they join the first round of battle. Very interesting. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I mean, pretty quickly in the season, we'll figure out the best placements for each building, and that's just going to be that. Buildings function like other troops with designated range, damage, and HP, but unlike their Trophy Road versions, buildings aren't affected by their card level on your collection, which is awesome. Don't lose HP over time, only if attacked, which is also awesome. Don't count towards team size or ruler HP deduction at the end of the round. Both of those are good things. So you don't want it to take up a unit on your team, and you also, it's kind of good that you can't count on it doing an extra thing of damage, because you can just still focus on the troops themselves. And then here are where the building modifiers come in. You can see right there in Bronze 2, you can get the Elixir Collector, which is going to be the same thing. It's just the Elixir Collector modifier, except it's actually on the board, so you can actually place it where you want, and it's going to have HP. And then you have, and I imagine actually, if you protect your Elixir Collector for the round, that's the only time it gives you plus Elixir. If you lose during the round, I bet you it won't give you extra Elixir. Could be interesting. Tesla's going to be in Silver 1. Expo's going to be in Silver 3. Mortar's going to be in Gold 2. And Inferno Tower's going to be in Diamond. So other than that, it looks like all of the other modifiers are modifiers that we've already seen. You see we got 2-star, the Endurance Training, 3-star, 4-star. The Speed Tile. Is that Master Arena, the Fire one? Or is that I don't know. There's One Punch. There's Echo Bench. Oh, wait. Look at that. Is that the 4-star modifier coming back? Wait, is it all right here? No. Okay. 4-star modifier, I think, is coming back in Gold 1. And then you have whatever that is, Master. I don't even know, dude. It's been a long. See, I haven't played since I got to Diamond, because I quit, but I'm so back. And then that's something, and that's the 3-star random, and then okay. So the rest of them we have seen before, nothing else new. And yeah, these are just Elixir Collector, your favorite Elixir Collector now generating golden elixir. Moving on the battlefield, let it work as magic, no need to sell it anymore. Cool. Building Tesla Silver 2, yeah, deals damage, only appearing when it's in range, that's cool. Building Expo, takes a while to charge, but rapidly fires on the lowest HP enemy when ready. That's really cool. So not like Expo in the game, it's going to take a minute to charge up, but then it's going to attack the lowest HP. I think it's going to pair very well with the, what trait was it? With the Brutalist, because it's going to do percentage damage to all opponents, and then there's going to be a backline troop that's already weak from this, and then the Expo can snipe it and take it out. You got Mortar, who's a long-range building that only deals damage to the farthest enemy. That's going to be really cool. And then Inferno Tower is Inferno Tower. Damage increases over time while attacking the same target. There will be more new modifiers joining Star Steel Road in January. So, this is one thing that I did notice when glancing through this. It looks to me that they are going to have 2-month seasons of Merge Tactics, with seasonal resets in the middle and new content coming every 2 months. That's all well and good. I'm not mad at that. I just hope that there are balances within those months. So obviously we had the first season from like June to, I guess it was October. So that one was longer, obviously. And then we had October and November as season 2, which had Goblin Queen and Lung released, but everything else stayed the same, just a few new modifiers. And then in December, we are getting Goblin or Builder, and so we might get a new ruler in January. That'd be interesting, but we'll definitely get a reset again in January, but I doubt they'll bring any new troops. So it seems like they're just doing like 2-month seasons with just a few changes in between. So not exactly on the same base as normal Clash Royale, and obviously they reset a week before, so just something that I noticed when reading through this. Other changes and improvements. We heard you and we agree. Here are the new additions to Merge Tactics you've been waiting for. Emotes. It's about time I can BM my opponent in Merge Tactics. Have you been dying to celebrate a first place win or congratulate the runner-up on a battle well fought? No. No, we're not congratulating. Now you can use emotes in Merge Tactics to express yourself. That is awesome. I am very excited for that. Battle stats. By tapping the bottom left icon below the emote button, you can now find the real-time battle stats for you and your opponents each round. Start studying up on stats like damage dealt, damage taken, and healing done. So, a lot more technical, which is going to be awesome for people who pay attention and want to know, how important is damage and stuff like that. Going to be very interesting. I didn't even have this thought, didn't even cross my mind to add something like this, but the data is already there, so they might as well show it to us. I think that's pretty cool. Zoom in and out. You can now adjust your screen in Merge Tactics to have a better field of your battle, or better view of your battlefield or troop stats. Again, not something I ever thought we would actually need, but it is pretty cool. It might be helpful for my videos. I know a lot of y'all say that it's harder to watch when you're watching it on landscape. I do like to keep it this way because it allows you to see the entire screen and how I move and sell and stuff like that. That's been the way that most people like to see it, but zooming will allow me to zoom in on stuff that I'm focusing on and make it easier to watch. You can now sort ruler skins in the collection tab by ruler or rarity. Nobody cares about this, I don't think. So that's just a side note there. We're always looking to hear your thoughts on new content and features, so head on over to Discord or Reddit to share what you think about what's happening in Clash Royale. Keep ruling and merge on the Clash Royale team. So, what does this mean for us? Well, as a channel, it means that I am back to completely daily Merge Tactics videos, and I will be for the very long foreseeable future, at least for the next 2 months, because we know that there's content there. I'm very glad that they released this huge update. So what am I not... are there any things that I'm not too happy about? Yeah, I would have loved to have seen some collaborative modes brought to the game. And that would allow, just to make it, more, not more clan-based, but just give you a sense of community there, allow you to play against other people. I don't think it would be that difficult. There's 2v2 battles available in clans. You just get 4 people to join up. Why can't there be Merge Tactics battles in clans? I would love to see that. But overall, the thing that I wanted the most is just more transparency and more communication from Supercell. If I would have known this was coming a week ago, I would never have quit the last season, and I would have continued to make Merge Tactics videos until this thing dropped. But the lack of transparency and the lack of any kind of sign that new stuff was coming just left me out to dry. And so I have no idea if they're killing the game mode on November 24th or if they're bringing a huge update. And I'm very glad that they brought a huge update. I'm very thankful, and I'm excited to play the game again. And I think I will genuinely enjoy it again. But just that extra transparency would have helped me and a lot of other people who were very frustrated with the game to know that something else is coming. So that's the biggest thing that I wish they had done. One more thing is ranked badges. There's no sign that those are actually coming to the game now. Those will be on Royale API. They have created a badge that are live, created badges that are live in there right now. Unfortunately, they only started with this season, so my previous ranked finishes aren't even on my badge. I'll have to have a top, I think it'll probably be top 1K on API, maybe top 10K. It might be top 10K. But I'll definitely get up there next season and hopefully finish within the top 1,000. I mean, I am employed, but I'll be graduated from school in like 2 weeks, so that's awesome. Anyways, I'm ecstatic about this. Very, very happy for the game mode. Very happy for the future of the channel. I have a few more videos coming out talking about different features and stuff and things that I hope they change, some balances that I hope happen because they didn't make any announcements about any balances that were coming. So I'll make a video on that and another video on why you should play this over normal Clash Royale. But coming Monday, it's going to be a new wave of content. I am so hyped for it. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you are not. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you in the next one.